Start with
Chase Shugart.
Chase. Good start. So he's had 2 rehab outings, no issues. One with the Marauders and one with Endy. He's going to have, we anticipate another outing with Endy. But initial responses are good, no pain, no soreness, so all very encouraging with Chase. Keeping along with the pitchers, Justin Lawrence and Tim Mayza, they're still in the side progression phase. They're down in Florida. They got a taste of that heat, if you must, because it is some type of hot down there right now with the humidity. But overall, they're doing very well. We project them to begin throwing live batting practice sessions around the 3rd week of this month of August. So they're coming along very nicely. We'll reassess after their first live BP to see what the next steps are. Generally, as we've learned over and talked over the years, it's a sim game, if not some type of rehab assignment shortly after live batting practice. So all in all, those pitchers are doing very well. Jared, about 11 weeks post-op, nothing significant to report. And Jared's rehab continues to be very diligent and very professional how he goes about his business. Any questions with the pitchers?
Yeah, Sugar, is there, now that he's made, what you said 2, about to make his 3rd?
Yes.
What is the next step as far as him before he can return? Does he have to do back-to-backs? Is there something you want to see, like a multi-inning thing, or just?
From a rehab perspective, he is checking off the benchmarks of health and availability. We're still having discussions with Donnie and the pitching group with Oscar and Jeremy Bleich of what those look like. But most importantly, he's responded to the initial workload in the initial game. So we're still working through all that.
The other one was, we know that Oviedo's being optioned had more to do with the bullpen, but how did he come out of that start, given that he had to throw 45 pitches in 1 inning?
What a story, right? We've talked about this before. To see him on the mound after almost 2 years of competition, how he's transformed his body. I mean, he looks like a horse before, but he is strong as an ox. But to answer your question, he came out of that, I feel great, I'm healthy, which was so cool to hear, and living it with him and watching how hard he's worked to see that come to that moment. Obviously, he didn't like the performance that he showed, but it wasn't anything health related. He just said, it's got away from me at times. I'll be back. Can't wait to get the ball again in 5 days. So,
when they talk about organizational wins, is that one that's a little more personal for you, given that you kind of were with them every step?
Sure, for our team, for our rehab team in general. From the time it was diagnosed to the decision of surgery was recommended, who he decided to have surgery, from waking up from surgery. Yeah, it's a rehab, it's a sports med, sports performance win. But yeah, that's including Moretta too. How that's pretty lack of adjectives in my seatless education. Pretty cool to see. So
I know it'll be a lot bigger than just your decision. It comes in the pitching group, that sort of thing. But given where this team is and where it might be in September, is it still a target for Justin and Tim Mayza to pitch at the end of the year, even if the games aren't as important at that point?
From our perspective, yes. The goal is to get them back into their previous level, and that was Major League competition. So, position players. Enmanuel Valdez, excuse me. Thank you. 3 months post-op, he's thrown out to 90 feet. Still projected, I know we talked about this previous weeks, still projected to return to full baseball activities in 6 months. The goal is to line him up so he can get some playing time, some at-bats, some games in winter ball. He's doing really well. And then Endy Rodríguez, he's actually out in Los Angeles this week visiting Dr. Neuralatraj, who did the first surgery. We're learning more. We'll have an update as new information becomes available with Endy.
Any minor league guys?
We talked about Brannigan. Talked about Solometto. Knock on wood. It's kind of been healthy, and I'll jinx myself. Even at the major leagues, we've had 17 IL placements this year. Last year we almost had like 37. So we have a ways to go, but the players have been doing a really good job of preparing, training, recovering. So
I saw Mathiasen went to Bradenton. He's recovering from arm surgery for all this year, and he's just like with the team, right?
Yes, you're talking about our 13th rounder.
Yeah.
Yes, he had surgery. About 3, maybe 4 weeks ago by Dr. Jeff Dugas when he was in college. So he reported to our facility down in Florida, and he's still in the very early stages of recovery from Tommy John.
Thank you.